found a list of the top 10 things that Americans will find confusing about France. France. Store hours in France. Most stores are not open 7 days a week. They'll often close early. Don't expect to go shopping around lunchtime. You're going to smack your face on the door. French people find pumpkin pie and peanut butter disgusting. What? These are people that believe that Burger King is a second coming of Christ, yet a Reese's peanut butter cup is gross. What? Apparently driving in France is very difficult. They have ridiculously high fuel prices, roads that were never meant for a car to drive down, and for some reason, every vehicle is a hatchback. They write the date differently over there, but most European countries do. I don't find that as much of a deterrent to go. How many times really, when you go overseas, do you write the date? Is anyone actually still using traveler's checks? Do they exist still? Everything's on a card. Apéritif or le goûter. It's afternoon tea. So apparently they have afternoon tea where everything just comes to a complete halt. Time stops and you just chat and you eat salty snacks and drink a bout de café. Apparently French television is just American television overdubbed. There's an overwhelming amount of red tape for anyone wishing to reside in France if you are not a native. Apparently the French move very slowly and have just gotten used to it. There is no tipping of your waiter or waitress in France. As an American, I overtip because I know they're making a ridiculously little amount per hour, so they're actually surviving on their tips. In France, they actually make a decent wage and don't need your tip. It's their job. Advertisements, banners, billboards. You're just walking down the street and there'll be a giant ad with bare breasts on it. You have to get used to nudity in France. France. When you meet someone new in France as opposed to the United States, we smile and try and show them how genuinely happy we are to meet them. If you do that in France, they will think you are crazy. Burger King? Really? God, where do you try Five Guys? Well, hello, bonjour, welcome to the 7 and 7 Studios, bienvenue. I've had such an overwhelming response and gracious response, thank you again, from my Spanish-speaking viewers for the Bad Bunny videos that I've done, that today I wanted to actually take a trip across the pond and maybe dip my toes in a little bit of France. And for those that don't know, I think it was 4 years of French in high school. I minored in French in college. That was a long time ago. At one point in my life, I was fluent and conversational in the French language. However, it is not like riding a bike. It is totally use it or lose it. So with that in mind, I wanted to dust off the old franglais and dip into a little bit of some French culture. So I looked up what the #1 song in France was right now, and it is a song called Fever by Dua Lipa, I hope I'm saying that correctly, and Angèle. I know I'm saying that one correctly. I didn't know if it was one of those newfangled things where somebody was going to come back and say, "Excuse me, monsieur, it is Dua Lipa." So for all intents and purposes, we're going to call her Dua Lipa. I hope I'm not murdering your name, sweetie. I genuinely don't know anything about this song or the artists that are singing it, so I'm going to look that up after we do the reaction, and I will insert that part right. Dua Lipa, born 1995, is an English singer and songwriter, so that would explain the English. Born in London.
You sound like you're from London.
Though born in London, she is of Albanian, Yugoslavian, she's of Muslim, Bosnian. She's just a mixed bag gumbo full of lovely, isn't she? And Angèle van Leken, she's Belgique, she's born in Belgium, and she was also born in 1995. I'm so old. Angèle van Leken's father was a singer, Marca, and her mother was an actress. Oh, you never had a chance, did you? So let's dip our French fries in peanut butter. Actually, if you're from France and you've never tried this, les pommes frites, if you dip them in mayonnaise, just try it. Just try it. Just try it. You can hate it if you want, but you won't. So let's dip our French fries in some mayonnaise and jump into a little Fever by Dua Lipa and Angèle. This is actually, it's a very short video, so I figured I would watch the lyric video first, get familiar with the song, and then I'll watch the official video second. So, this will be a two for today, but it's a very short song. Is that the way things go in France? France. So without further ado, let's give old Dua Lipa a go, shall we?
Before you came around, I was doing just fine. Usually, I don't pay no mind.
The #1 song in France is in English? Vraiment? Catchy song right from the get-go, though. The usually, that's very catchy. And the sounds, I just really expected this to be in French. It was going to dust off the old franglais, but let's keep going, shall we?
Suddenly, I can feel it inside.
That's just catchy.
Got a fever, so can you check? Hand on my forehead, kiss my neck. And
Okay.
when you touch me, baby, I turn red. I've got a fever, so can you check?
Okay, I'll check.
Peut-être qu'avec du temps, ça partira. Et pourtant, je ne m'y vois pas.
I gotta stop it right there. Holy smokes, sacre bleu. I'm going to assume like the first verse was Dua Lipa and that this is Angèle, the part that's in French. Holy mackerel, what a sexy voice that girl has. Given the age most artists start nowadays, she's probably like 18 years old. And in, in France, they start smoking when they're 3. So, she has that just this deep, sexy, I don't give a clap voice. It's a stupid Américain. I can understand why this is the #1 song, though. It's catchy as hell. And just the lyrics alone. A lot of echoing going on in the background, though, but it kind of works with their voice. Let's keep going, though.
Comme un médicament, moi je sais rien sans toi. Et je sais que je perds de temps dans tes bras. I've got a fever, so can you check? Hand on my forehead, kiss my neck. And when you touch me, baby, I turn red. I've got a fever, so can you check? Car dans mes yeux, ça se voit. La fièvre dans les yeux, oui, ça se voit.
Get the hell out of here. I'm kind of glad I did it this way. I get to see the lyrics. I get to kind of understand the premise of the song and hear it. I have to know what that voice looks like. But let's keep going because this song is so fast. It's almost over. I mean, we're more than halfway through. I'm probably going to wish we had more verses to this song, but let's keep going. Yes, you do. Her voice is very pretty. But the other voice is just dead sexy. I want to check you for a fever. She sang, for those of you who are not French speaking, the French singer sang that she has fire in her voice. A more apt description of her singing style I cannot imagine. Zut alors! Do they still say that in France? I don't know. That's what they kept telling us to say in our French classes all in America, because they would never teach us the cuss words. That's conversational French, when you know how to cuss. See, that's it. It's already over. Very retro style to the music that I really like. I could see some sexy French girl in the club dancing to this, wearing Levi jeans that she paid $1,000 for. And apparently you could just walk up to these French girls and just say to them, "Excuse me, would you care to go to Burger King with me?" So let's do that one again. We're going to watch the official video for the same song. I have to know what these two girls look like. Ladies, excuse me. So let's give the old official music video a go, shall we? Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa. Well, she has quite a British accent. They're both speaking English. You still have to pay for that taxi, though, don't you? Très jolie. Have mercy. This is just a catchy tune. Trust me, people of France, we have not heard this tune en Amérique. And I genuinely wish there was more music like this over here. Have you heard trap music? And my personal opinion is country music is why the rest of the planet hates America. You are not eating French fries in France, are you? I know technically they call them pommes frites in France, and those actually look like chips, like you're getting fish and chips in England, but come on. Are you eating French fries in France? Really? Well, then kind of important to add, this is all sarcasm. I'm actually enjoying this video and the beauty of these two lovely ladies. I don't know what the sarcasm meter is in France. Do you guys get humor? All right, Due Lipa. Let's watch you eat some French fries. Everybody just starts dancing. I'm confused too. Are girls in Europe, France, the UK, are they constantly on their phones too? I can't imagine being single in this day and age. How do you approach a woman if you're single in this day and age when they are constantly, they've got this giant block, this shield in front of you at all times, doing this and on the phone and everything. I don't know how people get together anymore. Is it all Match.com? Do you like swipe right, show up for a date, and then just continue to text one another because you can't have a conversation? How do you approach it? They're quite lovely. I mean, they're quite lovely. But let's keep going, shall we? Apparently they're getting chased by the cops for being just too damn sexy.
Dexter had to stay in America. Because, well, first of all, I wouldn't want to work. Second of all, Dexter has to get to Paul's car. You know, like, I don't know his French, but not like Paul's car, but he has it.
I thought they were talking about a dude. She has quite a very London English accent. But I was genuinely concerned for Dexter's welfare. I gotta say though, that's a fantastic way to put a pause into your video, is talking about neutering your dog. Let's keep going. So you have Nosy Rosie in France as well? My apologies to Angèle, if that is who is indeed singing the French portion of this song. Je suis désolé. I did not mean to cut off your ridiculously sexy voice in the middle of your chorus. Kind of have to wonder where this video is taking place on the planet, because they're getting yelled at in English and there's a Nosy Rosie checking them out. And anyway, let's keep going and let's see where this goes. What are we doing, ladies? What is... So apparently this takes place in London, I'm assuming? What was she chopping? I get it. I get why this song is number one in France. It's a damn catchy tune. If you are French, let me know down below if this happened to make it across the pond via the magical interwebs. I'm definitely going to check out some more of their stuff, especially Mademoiselle Angèle. Holy smokes, was she breathtaking. Let me know if there are any other artists in France that I should be checking out down there. I'm kind of curious now. I'm sort of familiar with some 90s artists. Francis Cabrel was one of my favorites as far as acoustic. His voice is amazing. MC Solar, one of the, I mean, absolutely blazing speed rap, and all in French. Qui s'aime le vent, récolte le tempo was probably the one that I remember the most. But I would love to know your thoughts on some other French artists you think are good, you think that I would like as an American, or I should be exposed to as an American. Let me know. I'll check them out. It won't hurt. But just make sure you do all the things. Faire toutes les choses. Make sure you tell me how horrible my French is in the comments, as so many of les Français are prone to do. But all in all, I've got to admit, I thoroughly enjoyed that. And alors, je suis fini.
Let's end this meeting on a high note.
Prenez le soleil dans le creux des mains. Un peu de soleil et partez loin.
Franglais, looking at myself. There you are with your big old hand.
France.